Hello, hello everybody. Can you hear me? Hello and welcome to my live after such a long time. But it's okay. We have some interesting things to talk about today, and hopefully a lot more in future. As it's been a while, I am going to figure out how I used to do it in the past. Just give me a minute. I wonder how do I invite people to this live. Okay, I'm going to share. I'm going to share this with a few more people who wanted to attend. Okay, just give me a moment. Okay, so there's uh, bad air quality today in my town because of wildfires. That's another interesting topic we could probably talk about. So I'm waiting for some more people to join this live, and then probably I can take questions and go from there. As you know, we used to have hi Alescope. Thanks for joining. Is there okay? Let me see who else can join. So there are a few people have uh, who have who have who have uh, kind of promised me to join this live today. And let's see. Okay. So yeah. So if you have any, hi Aliska, thanks for joining. If you have any questions about weather or money or finance or maybe some technical questions that can start our that can kick off our session today, it would be great. Yeah. So yeah, Alaska, I think as you are in the same town, do you feel there's a difference in today's air quality? I saw it was like 114 AQI today, and as you can see, there's a lot of smog in the. I mean, I can see out of my window, and there's kind of reduced visibility as well. I can feel the presence of. I can feel the smog or smoke in my. I can taste it in my mouth, honestly. So, can you hear me clearly? Today's session is just to try out the live, just to see if there are any technical issues or what I can improve upon, right? So, okay, while we are waiting for others to join, uh, yeah, okay, so, oh, so, Telescope, you're right. I have probably given 60 seconds delay in messages, sending messages, which is something I would now I understand the reason why. Yeah, I will see how I can change that. Just give me some time while I'm learning how to fix this. So, talking about weather, it's kind of moderate uh, weather today, but for the only problem we have is the smog from wildfires. Well, I cannot see the clouds in the distance because of the smog in my place. I wish I could show it to you in my camera in the camera. But anyways, any other interesting topic? Well, of course, as always, AI is always one of the topics people want to talk about. Now, that said, I haven't noticed too many things to talk about in the last couple of weeks on AI. There may be some new developments that I need to catch up on. It's been kind of busy couple of weeks for me, but yeah, I will catch up on it soon. Last In the last couple of years, I have done multiple boot camps on creating AI agents and fundamentals of how this works. But and also, as I told before, I've been working on a couple of products uh, using some vibe coding tools. And what I noticed yesterday is you, I mean, you need to be a bit technical even when using vibe coding tools. Some of the best vibe coding tools. There are times when you get stuck and when you have to review the architecture generated by or the design generated by your vibe coding tool to ensure that it's doing the right thing or it doesn't get stuck in the loop. That's one of the things I learned yesterday. And uh, interestingly, I'm using a vibe coding tool called Amazon Kiro, Kiro. Kiro. Uh, it gives you at least 50 uh, tokens per month, which is good enough to build a decent, simple product. And it doesn't cost too much as well. Even a subscription for 1,000 or 2,000 tokens doesn't cost too much. So, yep, I'm still learning, honestly, how to improvise or how to optimize the tokens to optimize my prompts or the design uh, to to get more out of the tokens. So yeah, no, I will keep you updated as I go. Um, Besides that, I used to have a newsletter sort of thing or a post every week called "This Week in AI," mostly on LinkedIn, where I briefly talked about some uh, uh, where I briefly talked about the new developments in the AI in a certain week, in the world of AI in certain week. Yep, that's very true, and that's a good analogy, Aviral. A drill machine is only better than a screwdriver if you know how to hold it. Oh yeah, that's very true. UI UX, what sort of career opportunities is possible for one of in this area? That's a good question. In terms of UI UX, honestly, I believe if you UI UX is one of the fields where to grow in a good to get a good opportunity and grow and sustain yourself for long term, you need to be at least 8 out of 10 in that field in terms of UI and UX. Yes, AI can definitely help you get leverage its what do you call its capabilities to get more results pretty often uh, or faster, get you faster results, but you should be able to tell it what to do. And many times, I mean, I learned about it this morning when I was creating an image for or an animation for one of the websites I'm working on. And I realized that It took like half a dozen attempts just to get it close to what I wanted. So essentially, you should be able to, again, you should know what you're doing and why, right? Because AI tool is as good as your imagination or your capability to communicate to it and to others. I hope that answers the questions a bit. There is opportunities, there will always be opportunities. One more thing, in terms of AI, UI, UX, besides the technical know-how, I believe one good, one very important or critical skill you need is communication and convincing capability for other teams. Because I've seen in one of the engineering teams that I managed, that we got a new UX, very experienced, highly experienced UX designer, and which who got a lot of great ideas and new ideas to revamp the product. It's a very popular online trading product, and this new designer really had good ideas to he wanted to try out. Now the challenge is that there were many senior engineers in the team who had been there for like 15 to 20 years and who were not open to these new ideas, and he saw a lot of resistance. Now, where I think this UX manager or rather UX engineer or designer would have really made a good impact on the team is use his or her communication skills to convey the point across and make sure that the team is ready to try it out or do some A/B testing on the new UI or new UX. So, like I said, communication is pretty important in terms of being a very highly impactful and successful UI UX designer. I hope that answered your questions a bit. Let's go. Let me see how I can reduce the delay. It's a good question, Avril. What tangible goal? Avril has a question. What tangible goal can I work towards to help me? I believe you mean to help you towards becoming a better or a highly successful UX engineer. First of all, I think you have to just be very true to your heart. As in, is why do you want to get into UI UX? Some people get into it with a genuine love for design and genuine love for helping people improve their lives, right? You Or helping improve products. So you should be really you should have a knack for or interest in noticing the issues. I mean, you should whenever you see some product or some interface, you should have you should develop a kind of skill to intuitively see what could be improved. So that intuition is very important, and intuition can be refined with more knowledge and more experience and getting feedback from people. So some of the qualities you need to develop, Avril, for to be a good UI UX engineer is not just being good at design, or you should also be ready to. You should have a natural urge to help people, to improve lives of people. You should have a natural urge to learn new things continuously. The most important thing for a UX designer is feedback, seeking feedback, regular feedback, and have a lot of patience, not getting offended by feedback. There'll be always some people who like it, some people who don't like it. So you need a lot of patience in uh, how to integrate within an existing team or within a new team, and put your put your point across to them as to what's the utility of having you they're in the team. Well, that's true for any of us, for that matter, but it's a little more for UI and UX designers. Um, so let me see. There's one more thing. Again, I think I have one more a person in the audience. Thanks for joining. So I'm answering some questions from Alescope 1B here. He says, I like designing how people interact with computers and applications. That's great. I constantly think of ways to improve applications and websites. That's wonderful. Now, the challenge here is, Avril, the industry is moving from web based or mobile app based UI, UX, uh, what do you call, applications to more towards agentic workflows, kind of headless workflows, where the user doesn't have to interact much or provide a lot of input. And many times the input will be voice. So when I was with Amazon, I know there was a team with that Alexa team that worked with Alexa, and they used to do voice interactive voice UX design, not web design. So maybe you can think of these new or upcoming changes in the needs, uh, UI UX needs. I hope that answers your questions a bit. Very good questions, Aviral. What else? I think this is just a warm up session today, uh, just to see, uh, just to test my new computer and see if the audio works. Um okay, one moment. I have somebody who wants to join me too, and he's telling he has stage fright, so he cannot join this live. Let me ask him. Uh, any other questions, guys? Yeah, so I was trying to help someone who wants to join but has some kind of stage fright or coming online. So I told him that you don't need to be on the video. Well, I have a lot of I have, I mean, it took me a lot of effort or patience to convince myself to come online. As you can see, I'm not like the best dressed or looking at my best today. Even my camera is very old, like 10-year-old camera, and it's not even. I need to improve upon the lighting in the room. Maybe give me a minute. I will turn on some lights. Let's see if that improves things a bit. So, okay. So Aviral says, I've seen more workflows. It's so messy. It looks like a mess of electrical wires in a panel that will give an electrician headache for the rest of this day. Oh my God, that's so true, Aviral. Uh, if you ever can come across such an example you'd like to discuss, let me know. I myself suffered from using complicated, unnecessarily, I would say, complicated workflows, where and some people can't. I mean, I think the designer was did not have the a feel for the needs of the users. And that's where, I mean, you need to be able to commiserate with the problems that the users face, and think on behalf of them. And probably the designer in these workflows did not have that kind of idea, or maybe they were in a rush to get a product out. I hope that answers the question a bit. I turned on a light in this room, but I don't know if it made much difference. I think I need some kind of light in front of me, and this light is coming from the top. Okay, just give me a moment. Okay, all right. Just give me a moment. Okay, so I'm trying to help some more folks. Okay, to join this live. So, Avril, oh, I'm glad it answered your question a bit, and good that you asked me these questions because I've been working in the industry for about 30 years now, and have come across these situations so many times. But your questions are really uh, making me think, rethink on these topics. So thanks for that. If you have any more questions on any other topic, let me know. I know we can't do much about the weather today. Some people have asked me to go live on other platforms like TikTok or Instagram, but I haven't explored it yet. So maybe someday. I know it's much easier to get more audience very quickly on those platforms, but at this moment, I just want to uh, create a niche audience, I would say, and see how it goes in a few days. So today I'm planning to be live just for 30 minutes or so. Okay. All right. There's another wonderful question from Alice Cope. Um, what are your thoughts on the data centers? Lol, it's a hot topic in university spaces. Well, in fact, somebody I know was talking about it just a couple of minutes back, and they were trying to relate it, the data center somehow to the wildfires. This person thinks that, uh, or speculates, I would say that this wildfires are probably a deliberate way to create spaces for data centers. So that's again another conspiracy theory. Uh, Again, I mean, we created data centers in the past as well, right? But yeah, not at this scale. I believe whenever there's something new being created, there's a lot of uh, questions and concerns. I remember the days when computer or the internet started started becoming prominent. There was a lot of naysayers. Where remember when Amazon started, uh, a lot of people in the industry were against it. While Amazon solved about at least 30 different problems for us. I used Amazon since 1998, or some of the early days. I've seen it growing in every single field. Similarly, data centers, while we are trying to make AI accessible to everybody and cheaper, I think There's no going back. I believe it will happen. There will be more data centers. And every single country I see that wants to have its own sovereign AI, so they will build their own data centers instead of relying on the mainstream uh, mainstream uh, AI players like OpenAI and whatnot. I think every country realizes uh, the importance of data sovereignty, and they will build their own AI data centers as well. So I think humanity will eventually find a good balance between the environmental impact of data centers, like we are probably trying to find for other fields, but I don't think you can really ban it or something, because especially when AI is being used for a good cause, for example, research or fighting cancer, fighting issues, and whatnot, right? Or fighting diseases, making medicine more affordable. AI can be used in so many ways, right? Um, yep. I hope. I mean, I think we'll just wait and watch for the rest of the year on how this whole data center topic goes. But I see many new countries are really ramping up their uh, data center build, uh, uh, data center building capabilities. Um, Now, one more thing that I learned about someday, that there's a startup I saw in the States, in the US, that for the last few years, in fact, has been helping with construction of data centers, helping these big companies like Google and OpenAI and such in building data centers. So some old school skills like, let's say, masonry or plumbing or electrical wiring and such things, those so-called old school skills will be very high in demand, besides, of course, technical skills. So Alescope says, I don't have strong opinion on AI data centers. Either I'm waiting and watching. I'm annoyed it has been used as an excuse to increase RAM prices. Well, that's so true. It's not just RAM. Essentially, I've seen, I mean, the price of MacBooks has gone up. One of the reasons being AI demand. Uh, and I guess we have to learn how to cope up with it. So there will be some side effects of it, like how internet changed our lives, how computers changed our lives. We'll have to learn how to deal with it. So yeah, I believe I will. Uh, uh, I have just 1 minute left for this live, and it was great talking. And thanks for joining. Let's go. Very good questions. Let's plan to be live again sometime, and I hope others can join as well. All right. If no other questions, I will. I will. Uh, I will go and get busy with my other things, and hope to see you all tomorrow with some new topics. Thank you so much, Telescope. Great questions.